Good afternoon. We've been closely monitoring what is now Winter Storm Jupiter all week. My emergency management team has been tracking the possible effects of this storm and coordinating response plans with our federal, local, and state agencies. The National Weather Service has raised the current winter storm watch to a warning. And while, of course, we continue to pray for the best, we are preparing to respond to ensure that we can protect the lives, health, and safety of the people of Missouri. Winter Storm Jupiter could lead to dangerously icy roads, can lead to downed trees, and to power outages. Yesterday, I signed an executive order opening this state emergency operations center, which is now operating 24 hours a day to coordinate our response. We brought together a team here to make sure that we're ready to respond to any emergency, no matter how bad the storm becomes. Our team includes the National Weather Service, the Department of Public Safety and the State Emergency Management Agency, the Missouri State Highway Patrol, the Missouri Department of Transportation, electric utilities and power companies, and also our invaluable faith-based volunteer response partners, including Convoy of Hope and the Red Cross. I've also assembled our cabinet to ensure that we're ready with all of our emergency response plans. This afternoon, I declared a state of emergency and called up the Missouri National Guard in preparation for the effects of Winter Storm Jupiter. We're going to be prepared for whatever the storm brings. The Missouri Department of Transportation has over 1,500 trucks available for winter operations. All will be in operation for this storm. MoDOT's already begun pre-treating the roads across the state, and this will continue throughout the duration of the storm. MoDOT's also worked to make sure that it has the resources to respond to power outages and downed trees, preparing essential materials such as generators and chainsaws. This evening, more than 3,500 responders begin working 12-hour shifts for the duration of the storm, and employee leave has been canceled. Missouri State Highway Patrol troopers are working extended shifts, employee leaves have been canceled, and they are pre-positioning essential resources where they think they'll be most needed. The Missouri Department of Public Safety has pre-staged over 100 generators across the state to be used in areas that are hardest hit by the storm. As we continue to learn more about the storm, we will share it with the public. And we're also going to take steps to prepare for the possible, and as we take steps to prepare for the possible effects of Winter Storm Jupiter, I'd ask all of my citizens in the state of Missouri, all of our fellow citizens, to do the same. And right now, there are a few key things that people who are watching at home can do to make sure that they and their families stay safe. Number one, now is the time to get essentials like food and medicine that you may need if you're going to be at home for a few days. Have on hand foods that don't require cooking and a manual can opener. Peanut butter and canned foods can help people to get through a power outage. Charge your cell phones now in case you lose power. Make sure that you have flashlights and extra batteries. I'm also requesting that everyone in the path of the storm stay off the roads late tonight and going into tomorrow. Stay off the roads unless it's an emergency. This is for your own safety and also for the safety of our first responders. Staying off the roads is going to allow our emergency crews to work tonight without interruption to keep all of us safe. I've directed the Commissioner of the Office of Administration to implement the state's hazardous weather policy for state employees as appropriate. And if the need arises, we will encourage businesses to delay opening or to close on Friday. We'll continue to work with school systems across the state to closely monitor this situation and ensure the safety of our children. Please also remind your neighbors, if they are using a generator, do not bring the generator inside. This includes garages. This is very dangerous and it can be deadly. Generators release carbon monoxide. And one of the main causes of death during a storm like this is people who bring their generators inside. So please remind your friends and your neighbors not to do so. For more information, please go to mo.gov. If you go out to the website, we've put up resources on how you can keep yourself and your family safe. There's also an interactive map to show if the storm is going to be affecting you and your neighbors. Finally, I'd ask every citizen of the state of Missouri to check on your neighbors. Please check especially on the elderly, the disabled, anyone who you think may require additional assistance during this storm. As we receive more information on the possible effects of Winter Storm Jupiter, we will keep you updated. And I'd ask that everyone say an extra prayer tonight for our first responders and for all of those who are working around the clock to keep us safe.